Watch out, here she comes. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It is Friday. That means it's time for some court case against the tribal chief. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. You're watching Smackdown with us. We appreciate it.
Court case? What?
Yeah, it's a tribal court hearing tonight or something.
That's weird.
Is it? Is it weird?
It is. I think the
He
whole
needs to
situation's
be
kind of dumb.
taken to court because they need to fix this bloodline thing.
What are they going to do?
Fix it.
How are they going to fix it? Like, make them have to be in his little group?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be in there. You can't be by yourselves.
Maybe Rikishi will be there.
People can hear me talk.
And he's cool.
Oh, is he?
He's got a big fat ass.
Oh, fat ass.
Solo's going to look like his dad in a few years. And the reason I say that is because if you look at older pictures of Rikishi, he looks just like him.
Yeah, that's funny.
But the question is when is that going to occur?
Yeah, when is it going to occur? Because right now they're just giving us all the background of it. Jerks. We've got people listening to the chats, though. Got people in the chat.
Because that's what people do.
We got EWE Network out there. Hey, guys. How are you doing? Sophie's with us tonight. Walter is with us. Karrion Gabriel is with us. Hey, good to see you. Edge versus Karrion Kross. No.
It's AJ Styles.
AJ Styles and Karrion Kross. Edge, I think, is going to make some kind of an appearance tonight, though. Harley is with us, and Walter said, hey, Harley. Walter also said, hey, Travis and Daphne. Sophie's talking about announcing the Survivor Series in Chicago at the end of November.
What day? The 26th? That was my guess. The Sunday after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, just the end of November, but they didn't specify a date. Walter says he heard that Jon Moxley went to the hospital today. Oh, no.
For bleeding?
Was he bleeding? Did he get an infection that won't not infect? Like he did in his elbow that one time. Sophie said, Sophie didn't say that. Sophie says the last time WWE held Survivor Series in Chicago in November is when they did Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Oh, wow. So excited. Harley's like, what's good, everybody? How's my wrestling family doing today? Fantastic, Harley. How are you doing? It's a Friday. How you doing? How's your Friday? Is it great? Is it fantastic? You having a good time? Oh, well, she had cardiac arrest. Oh, no. He had a heart palpitation. So it was like today, me and my mom found out Nexstar took out NBC. Oh, no.
That's shitty.
What's that mean?
That she won't be able to watch NBC on her TV.
Oh.
You can get a digital antenna. They're like $35.
You know, probably what'll happen is they just have to pay extra money to get it. And so they're probably in weird negotiations for it.
Right. It always comes back.
Picola is in the chat now. Hey, Picola says, happy Friday, y'all.
But isn't
Nice.
NBC... Yeah, that's a... Is it all of their channels or just the NBC? Because NBC owns USA Network and...
Yeah.
some of those other ones. And if that's the case, and they've done it
ouchie
with
for
our
you.
cable company in the past. We don't use cable anymore, but we did. And they got rid of it once for a long time.
They sure
like
did.
2 or 3 months.
So he says, I'm thinking that we might not have a pay-per-view in December. Oh, wouldn't we all just not be happy? I'd be so happy about not having a
I'd
pay-per-view
love
in
it if they
December.
went from November all the way to the end of January without a pay-per-view. It builds up. It makes the Royal Rumble more special.
True.
They could do a little bit more on TV if they want. Hey, look, it's the Uso Penitentiary in their red tonight.
Beluga Jr. in the chat. Hey, Beluga, nice to have you in our chat. Yeah, put it on the screen. Yeah, we can't do that, friend.
I wish we
Copyrights and all
could.
that good stuff. We really don't want to be banned. We've been doing this for almost 4 years, and
We
we
have
have had a ban before, and it was not fun.
Eh,
It was dumb.
you didn't like it on Twitch?
You hated it. You hated it the whole time.
Then
Don't
I had
even try
afterwards.
to
I
tell
had to
me
like
all of a sudden
upload the
that you
videos
like
to
it.
YouTube. It was terrible. Is
It
what
was
they
a
call
nightmare, he says.
it. Terrible.
Harley's like, what's good? Water, how was your day? What's good, Walter? He
Water's
meant not
always
water,
good.
but Walter. Walter's like, yes, Edge tonight. Picola says we do not own the rights, but thanks for asking. Yes, thank you, Picola, for talking and telling him that. It's Leopold. Gonna do some stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people do stuff.
He's over there going, I'm going to go behind all this stuff. And then I'm going to hide back here. And then I'm going to come out. And then I'm going to, something touched me. What was it? Something touched him. And he's like, I'm going to sit here, contemplate scratching things. Oh, I got you. Got you, Dad. Touched you. I'm going to drink your water with my cat slobber.
Nobody wants you near their water. All right, Uso's going to talk. Here they go. They're going to address us. Dude.
Leopold. 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 There you go. Be a good boy. They're in that city. Wherever it is. Walter says the Usos starting the show first. They sure are. Sophie says, I think only NBC that stinks for people that don't watch TV live and they only have Netflix stuff to watch. Yeah. Kyan says Edge versus Karrion Kross SummerSlam 2023. You think that's going to happen, huh? You think they're going to throw Edge and Karrion Kross together, huh? For
Be
SummerSlam,
an interesting one.
It's interesting. All right. We only got a couple weeks to get it together for that, but you know.
Do it.
Walter says, it's a Fox Blue guy. Sophie says, for most of the day, I thought Next Star was going to take off Fox as well. Piccolo says, stop, so much trauma. Walter's like, I'm good.
Oh, it's the Tribal Chief.
Tribal Chiefs. Chris Connie in the
what's
chat.
his name?
Hey, Chris.
To the
Paul
Tribal
Heyman.
Chief. Yeah, the something advocate. That's the word.
It's that guy
Hey, look,
who
it's
carries
Solo.
around all the stupid belts like a dumbass.
Dumas, yeah. At this point, it's just like those fans that bring the belts to the stadium, like, because they're worthless. They don't mean anything.
Dumb. It's the dumbest thing I think I've seen for a while. Anyways, Chris, hey, how's it going? My man says, okay, so Roman is not better than Andre in terms of being pinned at only 3 years. Andre wasn't pinned for 15 years.
Yeah.
That's true. Harley says, my Friday was good, kind of fighting out of a food coma from my dinner tonight. Food comas. Walter says, hey, Leopold cat, meow, LOL. People's like, hey, guess what? What is it?
Monkey's butt.
What? Monkey's butts? Oh, monkey's butts. Some of those are pretty gross looking.
Be
Like
careful.
those big red ones.
Be careful.
Oh, and the monkeys who like stick their fingers in their butts. Ugh.
And fling it.
I don't know about that. They just stick their fingers in their butts. They do that in the wild. It's really weird. Creepies.
Like AIDS monkeys.
Sure, they might be one of them that do it. I was thinking more like.
Do you know there's some
chimpanzees
some chimpanzees that they've started to notice that, you know how we have whites around our eyes?
Yeah, they're starting to get all stuff.
They're starting to get whites on their eyes. So they're always been brown. And people are like looking at them and they're like, what is, that's weird. There's something different. And they're like, dude, their eyes are white.
Oh, no, not the white. Sophie says, it is raining here, so my TV might go in and out for most of the day. Hey, shut your mouth.
I wish you do our
You
stuff
should
like
shut your
that.
mouth when you're talking to me, sir.
Yeah.
No.
1.
2.
Can't say no 1, 2. 2. Bug.
Yeah, nobody tells him.
And that would be Solo.
People says I went out earlier to the mall for something to eat, and my mouth's on fire because it was jerk chicken.
Is that from a monkey?
Is that the what? Was that the guess what? I hear that jerk chicken, it can be pretty spicy.
Never heard of it.
It's Jamaican food.
He just threw the mic out of the
I
ring.
guess. Food? Is that food? Yeah, food.
Solo literally just threw the mic out of the ring.
Oh
So
my
he
God, why did he
basically
throw
told
the
him to
mic?
shut up too. He said only one person could tell me to shut up. And Solo took it from him. Now
Threw it out of
here's
the ring and
your
said,
tribal
the
chief."
tribal chief is coming, you little bitch. Piccolo said to Chris, good call, Chris, about the Andre thing. And Walter says, boo, Solo and Paul Heyman. Chris says, I think Drew versus Gunther at SummerSlam. That's when Gunther sends him packing to AEW. Oh, no.
I don't think the Fabulous Moolah lost in like 22 years or something.
Was she ever pinned?
Well, eventually at the end, like she got pinned a few times, but I'm pretty sure she was champion for 22 years straight.
Well, all right.
I think of that title run. That's why no woman will ever pass it. And that's why they always say modern era and that kind of stuff.
Walter says Paul Heyman put those belts back in the locker room. Put them back in the locker room.
Put them in the Hall of Fame.
Piccolo says they all need to be part of it. Next football game, I'm going to wear pads and a helmet.
Yeah.
So he says the rumored SummerSlam card looks okay on paper. And Vindicator is now in the chat. Hey, Vin. Says hello, 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 hello. Sophie says Vince is backstage tonight. My dog loves barbecue chicken treats. It's random information, but I'm glad your dog likes barbecue chicken treats.
Boom.
And I guess Vince should be in the back. Why not? He's usually lurking around somewhere in some kind of closet. Walter says, okay, now Roman Reigns. Vindicator's like, Travis knows firsthand that chickens can be jerks. And they've taken over his backyard.
It's true.
That's very true. They can be jerks.
So I have two of them. Travis. I have two of them that are just like now super friendly.
They're like, we love you so much. Like,
when
you come out here and hang out with us.
When I sit down, they jump on me. Immediately, they just jump up. And the orange one, now I can pet it. Like, usually I can't pet them, they'll leave.
Is it the tiny orange one?
Yeah.
My little runt girl?
Yeah. And then
she's not really a runt, by the way, guys.
And then the runty girl, the black one.
The runt isn't really a runt. She's just smaller than the other one.
Yeah, these chickens are ginormous. These things are big.
They're big dinosaurs. Even somebody else complimented them on how fat they were and how big they are. How'd you get your chickens so big?
Love.
Love.
It's just love.
It's just love. So much love. Harley says, I had ribs, asparagus, garlic bread, and french fries for dinner.
Smack.
Why would you have two
vegetables?
Starches? That's weird.
Mm.
Bread and french fries?
Bread's a starch.
Well, of course it is.
I would have never thought that.
Oh my God, stop.
I thought things that grew in the ground are starch.
It's like a starchy whatever. Pretty sure bread would be considered a starch.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Potatoes.
And that's it? Just potatoes? That's
no,
all.
that's
the
like
only thing that can be starch is potatoes.
Carrots. Anything that grows in the ground, any root.
That's weird. Sophie says, I thought when Roman got handed this new championship, they would get rid of the other two.
Yeah, we all did.
Do you
Sophie,
think
this
this
is just
whole
weird.
Bloodline storyline would go all the way to Survivor Series?
I mean, they got to do something. They can't just break it up. So, yeah, I mean, it should go on for another year or so. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. I mean, it doesn't have to be with Jay.
They're doing now.
But maybe they can find another member or something.
Chris says, I wonder if it's going to LA Knight versus Logan at SummerSlam or Logan versus Ricochet.
It looks like Logan Ricochet. That's what they've been hinting at. So.
Yeah. Sophie says, I have barbecue and say it ain't so chicken wings and potato chips for dinner tonight. Oh. Chris says, All-Star Game this week, Shark Week next week, I think. Oh, man, Shark Week? What?
So, say it ain't so. Do you know what that is?
Shark Week. Say it ain't so chicken wings?
Well, just say it ain't so is a person. So I'm assuming that the chicken wings are named after the...
Say It Ain't So?
Is that the name of the restaurant?
Probably.
Say It Ain't So is Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Oh.
He bet on baseball against his own team and threw it.
That's right.
And so he's the greatest player not in the Hall... Well, Barry Bonds. But anyways, he's right there with Barry Bonds and not in the Hall of Fame. It was called the Black Sox Scandal. They're the White Sox, but they call it the Black Sox Scandal. Anyways, his name was Shoeless Joe Jackson. Field of Dreams.
Yes.
That's his story. Like, well, obviously there's a kid, but that's Shoeless Jackson.
Right. Huh. Vindicator says, Travis, can
Yes.
you upload pictures from your phone onto your computer monitors? If so, you should get some pics of the chickens and put them on the screens for your chat fans to see. Is it because you're obsessed with chickens, Vindicator? Is that why?
You know,
I don't know. I feel like Piccolo might have a problem. He does have a fear of emus.
Which is a bird.
Which is a bird. And chickens are birds.
He understands. He probably read about the 1932 war that Australia had with them. Oh. They went to war with the emus, with machine guns. They brought their military and they went to war with them and lost in 3 months. The emus won.
Poor people. I can see why Piccolo is afraid now. Piccolo says, oh, also, have you ever had Nashville hot chicken before? No. I've never had Nashville hot chicken. I've heard of it. I've never had it, but the reason why I've never had it is because I don't eat really
we're
spicy
back.
stuff.
Roman is in the ring.
Chris says, do you think Shohei Ohtani is the Japanese equivalent of Babe Ruth? Lots of fake MLB fans making the comparison. They don't know fucking anything about Babe Ruth, and no, he's not.
It's a different sport, guys. What he's doing is something that's never been done. Ohtani. He's a top 10 pitcher and he's a top 10 hitter. Like, that's never been done at the same time. Babe Ruth did it for 2 years. Or 3, I can't remember. Acknowledge me, the tribal chief says.
Piccolo was about Shilashio. You mean he's a real person? And Sophie had said, so it ain't so wings is like hot barbecue wings. Oh. Okay. They aren't from a place called Say It Ain't So? Did you make the wings yourself?
So, say it ain't so. Are they Shoeless Joe Jackson wings? Or do people just like that saying?
Right.
Because, I mean, you got to think about the fans in Chicago at the time. Say it ain't so, Joe. Please tell us it ain't
Yeah,
so.
don't say it's so. He's like, it's true. I did it. I was a bad person. Walter's like, promo time. I want fight. And Sophie says, I could see Logan Paul facing both LA Knight and Ricochet at SummerSlam. Yeah, facing both of them.
A gauntlet match.
Just both of them. At the same time. Not in a gauntlet. Just
handicap?
the same time.
Handicap match.
Vindicator says those birds that Piccolo fears are in the Liberty Mutual commercials, right? Yes, Vindicator. That is an emu. Piccolo's like, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've never had Nashville hot chicken. I've heard of it. I know what it is.
What is it?
It is like a chicken, deep fried piece of chicken that has like a special sauce on it that's like
Does
hot.
it have bread on it?
And like, yeah, it's breaded chicken. It's like
So
a
it's
breaded
KFC
chicken
chicken.
breast. I guess it's just a chicken patty, whatever. Piece of breast chicken that's been deep
it's
fried.
white chicken.
And then it's
Or light
usually
chicken. What do they call it? White chicken
in some
or
kind
light
of
chicken?
sauce.
Is it light or
Like
dark?
a hot sauce with like honey.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Why is there time wasters?
I don't know. Ravi's in the chat though. Hey Ravi, good to see you tonight. Chicken wing, hot dogs, and bologna chicken and macaroni. What?
It's gonna be a dad or an uncle or a cousin.
Yes, that's probably what it's.
Who's gonna put me on trial? See, they're gonna say it here. Is it gonna be their dad?
The Rock, Rikishi,
That's not gonna be Raw.
Judge Judy.
Ooh.
No,
She's so old now.
Stop making fun of
I
her.
was watching it the other day. So I flipped through the channels and it was on. I watched that show 20 years ago, last time I ever seen it. She's still fucking doing it. She looks like Nancy Pelosi. I was like,
Yeah, but her brain's all there. Not like that lady.
Exhibit A! That's a rapper, isn't it?
I have no idea. Is it?
Exhibit A. Haven't we already done this court thing before and it was with Sami Zayn?
I feel like it's fucking stupid.
It was with Sami Zayn.
Yes, this is dumb. I'm over this crap. This is just stupid at this point. Anyways, Piccolo said, yeah, Van, those birds are scary in real life.
I whooped you then, I'll whoop you now.
Sophie says, I don't know when the last time the WWE held a Smackdown or Raw in Madison Square Garden last year. Walter,
I don't know, a few times because there was a few that they actually did a like a split show. They did a show somewhere else and in Madison Square Garden at the same time, and they just went back and forth. That wasn't that long ago, like last year or something. Like you can't tell them apart.
So he punched Paul Heyman at some point,
Yeah, he fired him
and then he came back? That's weird.
with Brock, and then he turned on Brock. That's how he beat Brock.
You're nothing without me, he says.
It's true, they're not.
They're
They'll
nothing
just be
without
another
anybody
tag
else.
team.
Walter says, okay, at 9:10, I'm going my time. Be here Monday for Raw. Still in chat. Chris says, oh, so 2 or 3 years, does that make Roman the Samoan Babe Ruth? No. Vindicator says,
Yes.
I figured those birds were petting zoos. were in petting zoos. They are in the ostrich family, I guess. Are they in the ostrich family? But yes, they're in petting zoos sometimes.
There's
Pickle
4
says-
flightless birds on the planet.
There's
And one
4 of them?
That are flightless birds.
What do they consider flightless?
Birds that can't fly
Well,
at all. Like
they're-
0, not
oh,
a foot.
okay.
Penguins, ostrich,
I think they're saying something bad.
And then there's another one.
I can't hear
I can't
anything.
remember the other one.
I went deaf for a second. Ostrich, emus, kiwis.
Maybe. That sounds close. I don't know what a kiwi is. It sounds like a food.
It is, but there's a bird called a kiwi. I don't know if that's a flightless bird, though. Ah! Not the flightless birds.
And it's like an emperor penguin or something. But, I mean, there might be a lot of penguins that aren't flyable. So they might just say penguin. That's not who I is, he said.
That's not who he is. There's 60 species of flightless birds.
You're right, but I think all of them are penguins. Except
166 others have gone extinct in the past 100 centuries.
they're going to bring back the dodo bird. They
That's,
already got eggs made.
that's weird and creepy. Why would they bring back something that absolutely doesn't
So,
do anything for the earth?
The reason that it went extinct, though, is because the British just showed up on the island and they were just so bored waiting that they just took a stick around and beat them to death because they didn't run or anything because they'd never seen a predator. And the next thing they know, they were gone, all of them. So they're like, oh, shit. But anyway, so they can bring them back.
No.
And mammoths are coming back pretty soon, too.
Oh, fun times
The
for
war
everybody.
in Ukraine's kind of slowed that down a little bit because that's where they're doing it, is up in Russia.
Right. They must be
The
saying
crowd-
something really bad,
The
guys.
crowd is chanting, but you can't just block it out. True. Losing.
So we have no idea what he might have said through the times when they decided to just blank everything out they were saying, which is dumb. Pickle says heavy cayenne pepper and other spices, but the sauce is sweet and spicy. Yep. Chris says Rikishi, that's who he thinks. And Pickle is like, yeah, ostriches suck too. I don't know why, but I just have a freaking phobia. I don't blame you. They're kind of creepy, dude. They're a little creepy. Sophie says Roman was also banned on TikTok this week. Ooh. Walter's like, okay, Court, what on SmackDown? And Sophie says, like, Roman's new t-shirt. Chris says, they did this with Sami Zayn. Sophie's like, it will be interesting to see what the USA Network does with Raw on Christmas, since Christmas is on a Monday this year. Piccolo says, the greatest hits. There's so much gaslighting here. Walter's like, so at SummerSlam, maybe the Usos versus Solo and Roman one more time. Piccolo's like, Dr. Phil would disagree, Roman. Ravi says, did you know the dodo bird is extinct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ravi, it is extinct. It's because of the place where you live at now. The people there, they did it. Just the people you associate with, they did it. Walter says they need Rikishi to come out and talk. Chris says, LOL, now Roman did it for The Rock. Sophie says, do you expect them to have a live episode of Raw on Christmas Day? Or do you think they would do what they did with SmackDown?
They'll probably just axe it.
Sophie says, for some reason my TV was on mute when Roman was talking.
Ours
Sophie,
also.
it wasn't mute, sweetie.
They were
cut
swearing.
The audience was saying bad things.
Like they are
They're
now.
doing it now. So they're cutting it out completely so you can't hear anything they're saying. Sophie says, for some reason, Robbie says,
He's done.
anyone ever ate an ostrich egg? No.
No, I thought about it, though.
But do you know that an ostrich egg
There,
has like
Roman
the
just
amount
quit.
of protein?
Roman's
and, like,
done. He just quit.
The amount of protein is like, I can't remember how many chicken
Well,
eggs
it's
it was.
that big.
And like, and it has like the amount of cholesterol of like, I can't remember how many. This guy did a thing on it.
The cholesterol is what you need.
Do you know how long it takes to cook an ostrich egg if you like made it like sunny side up or whatever? Like over an hour.
Oh, sir.
Okay, now it takes 45 minutes.
I doubt it.
No, it takes 45 minutes for a sunny side up egg. Not how you cook eggs. How you would normal cook eggs. Because you burn your eggs and it's disgusting.
There it is. He's given Jay, the whatever those things
Walter
are
wants
called.
them to hurry up because he wants fucking matches. And they still aren't hurrying up because they're dumb.
He's
Robbie's
let Jay
like,
be the tribal chief after he quit.
the dodo bird.
Either that or
That's
he's
from
gonna.
my mom and home country.
He's doing this to like beat him up. Your mom's home country. There's dodo
Yes.
birds there.
Marathas. That's where the dodo bird was from. And then the British came and took over and murdered all of them.
With a stick.
And then said,
There it is.
Hey, peeps. Sophie says, Roman versus Jay, it feels like a trap. People's like, way.
Roman's crying.
And Vindicator's like, eggs are not my thing in general. Oh, yeah, Vin? Eggs aren't your thing?
Is he
That's
giving him
fine.
the title too?
I know somebody else.
Oh no, he's just throwing it away.
I know somebody else who doesn't like eggs. It's really weird. Is he going to go down on one knee for him? Oh, how sweet.
He's acknowledging his tribal chief.
Sophie says, the more you know with wrestling, Gab. My mom
Ugh.
loves eggs.
Punch him in the balls, Roman.
Does he really think that this is real? Like, is
Did you
Jay
see he
really...
had this thing on his leg?
Is Jay really this stupid?
He's crying.
Why the fuck is he crying?
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh,
Here it is.
you
Here
gotta
it
be
is.
fucking
Here
kidding me,
it is.
dude. You're
Here
gonna
it
get
is.
your ass beat.
Here it is. Ha! Saw it. Called it. Called it!
Yeah, he did it. Chris
He
is
went
like,
after
"Low
the family
blow, LOL."
jewels in the family feud.
Walter was
Now,
like,
how does
Roman
Sokolo
is
think of
kneeling.
that?
Okay, yeah.
Now, what's Solo going to do here? Because he went after his family. No, Solo pushed them away, but he didn't attack him.
No.
Notice that.
He just threw him off. Anyways, Chris says, low blow, LOL. Sophie's like, I didn't expect this. And Pickle's like, wow, crying on command. He probably put onion in his eye. It's fine. Ravi's like, I once got called a tourist when I went to Marathas when I
Look,
spoke
Solo's
Moroccan
looking at the crown
Creole
thing.
with my British accent. Well,
Solo's going to be the tribal chief.
you did have a British accent, so.
Oh, there it is. Spike.
He's the most spiked his ass. Rawr, he says.
He
Grr.
keeps looking at that
Rawr.
lei or whatever that is.
Now, what's he supposed to do with it? Pick it up and give it to him, or what?
Right. What's he going to do? Put it on?
Why would? Excuse me. Why
There's
would he
more
put it on?
hinting at Roman just being left out of this whole group.
I think that would be really weird. And why the hell would he even look at it like that? Who cares? It's a weird thing to look at like that.
It's the crown.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
It? Is it the
Like
crown?
if you were a king.
Like, do you look at it like your brothers did? Do
He's
you
handing it to
covet
him.
my stuff?
He's handing it to him. What they should do there instead of that is he should bow his head down and he should put it on him.
So we can kick him in the face.
No, this
Oh.
is fine. This isn't going anywhere. Oh!
Oh no, he came back. That guy.
Jay's attacking Roman.
Walter's like, okay, now fight. Thanks. And Sophie says, do you expect them to do Roman versus Jay in some sort of stipulation at SummerSlam?
Yes. 100%.
Vindicator says 30-minute promo just for a low blow. Now I know this is going to be a long night.
Whatever.
Chris
We're
says, "See,
a
I
quarter
told
of the
you
way
Solo
done.
wants the tribal chief."
You're a quarter of the way done.
Sophie says, we know this is going to lead into Roman versus Solo at some point.
We just need 2 more of these. Yeah, but what's that about? Who cares? Solo's nothing.
And Ravi says, Dee, would you ever eat pigeon pie? No.
Is it made out of pigeons?
Yes.
That's weird. I mean, all birds are good, but they all taste like chicken.
Okay, so
But why would you kill a bird?
I don't
that's-
think I would try to eat it on purpose. Let's put it that way. Like, if that was all that I ever had to eat on the planet and they were like, you have to eat pigeon pie, I'd be like, okay. It's probably like chicken pot pie, I would imagine.
It's like,
Unless they, like, take the bird and, like, make it, you know, but it's like a whole bird, like the whole bird itself. And then, like, cut it open and stuff things in it and make it a pie.
right.
Pickle is like, it's the brass ring Samoan style. So if it's a 30-minute segment for a 2-hour show, I'm guessing something is going to get cut from the show. Pickle is like, aren't pigeons like roadkill? No, but they are what people call them usually as rats in the sky. Walter says, guys in chat, sorry, matches are delayed due to bloodline fight. Robbie says, it's made with dove pigeon.
Yeah.
With doves?
Well, they're called that. They're called a wild dove.
Oh, like our doves?
Right, but it's a pigeon.
But it's a pigeon? Like the size of our, like,
They
regular
are
pigeons?
ours. Well, they're the exact same birds.
Pigeons and doves are the same thing?
No, they're in the same family, and they call them like woodland doves or something, but they're a pigeon.
But they're really a pigeon?
They're not a homing pigeon.
But not a homing pigeon.
Right.
So
But they're
why
called a pigeon.
would they call
when
it a
you
dove
see them here,
pigeon?
they're green. Like they have green chests. You've seen them. They're gray, and they have green on them.
That's a pigeon.
Exactly.
That's a regular pigeon, just
Right.
a pigeon. And they come in all different colors.
That one is what I'm talking about. It's a dove though. They call it like a cave dove or a land dove.
Why are the UK people so stupid?
I'm saying we call it that here too. Brett told me it the other day. I
A
was
dove
like,
pigeon?
I took a picture of one.
It's a pigeon.
Right, and it is. He goes, it's a pigeon. But it confuses people because to most people, pigeons are carrier pigeons, and they're not carrier pigeons. They're wild, and so they're called something dove.
I just call pigeon a pigeon because it's a fucking pigeon. I don't care if it carries shit or not. It's still a fucking pigeon.
Right. Anyways, it's in the dove family, so they call it a dove. Just like
It's a pigeon.
The hawk that we had out here.
Yes.
It's not a hawk, it's a falcon, but you can call it a duck hawk. It's because they're in the hawk family, even though it's a
Peregrine falcon.
peregrine falcon, but it's a duck hawk. Don't pretty it up. It's just a duck hawk.
It's a peregrine falcon.
Exactly. That's
It's a
pretty.
real thing.
That's prettying it up.
No, it's not.
It's a duck hawk.
It's not prettying it up.
It's a duck hawk. That's what I'm getting at. In the South, they're everywhere, and so they're just duck hawks. Here, it's so rare to see one that you might never see one in your life, which we happen to luck out and see one.
No. You're making up stories now.
Oh, God, that hurt.
It's like, oh, man,
What
I
do you
heard
mean
him.
I'm making up stuff? What?
Just making up crap.
There's
Just
nothing made up.
making it up.
Look it up. Look up duck hawk and see what pops up.
I'm going to believe that pigeons are pigeons. That's what I'm going to believe.
Duck hawk.
That everything that I see that's a pigeon is a pigeon, unless it looks like a dove. Then it's going to be a dove. But other than that, they're pigeons.
Those are mourning doves, and they go, ooh.
They're a dove.
Ooh.
They're still
they're crying.
just a dove. Whether they have a black ring on their necks or not, they're a dove. And they look nothing like a fucking pigeon.
This is going to be a 40-minute segment.
Well, isn't that exciting for all of us and everybody out there? Yes, we're having a fight about birds, by the way.
We need two more of these segments, and the night
The
would
bloodline
basically
is
be
fighting
over.
amongst themselves about how awful their lives are.
Hey, look, it's Jason Jordan
They're like,
and
I'm gonna kill
Postman
you.
Pierce.
They're like, I'm going to kill you.
Postman Pierce.
Get him, Solo! This is stupid.
He did it. They don't need a table.
Picola. Says,
Shouldn't
I'm
this
sure
shouldn't this have
I've
ended the
eaten
show?
something that's exotic and unusual. Alligator.
I've eaten horse.
Sophie says, I'm surprised we aren't getting Roman versus Jimmy since we already seen Roman versus Jay.
And
I wonder
rabbit.
how many matches are
Like a
we are
like a
getting tonight.
rabbit that was alive one day and dead the next day. I've eaten that. That's weird.
I don't know if I'd call that exotic and unusual. I mean, that's actually normal things they
I
eat
said
in the UK.
horse.
They eat hares all the time. They even raise them for that. They're meat rabbits, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Literally meat rabbits.
Lauren's dad used to make them or breed them and then kill them and then bring them
Not
down.
surprising. He seems
And they
like
look
a
like dead cats
Yeah, they do.
because they're skinned. Mm-hmm. They literally look like a cat. I'm like, dude, I can't eat that.
Yeah. Sophie says, I wonder how many matches we are getting tonight. 4. Piccolo says I'll flashback to Macho Man getting bit by Damian on Saturday night's main event.
Hell yeah, that was so great. That wasn't Damien though, was it? That wasn't that. That was another snake, wasn't it? Like a different type of snake.
That's funny. Walter says, oh, come on, boo. And Sophie's like, what the heck with this whole pigeon talk? Blame Ravi. He's the one that brought up pigeon pie. It's all his fault. Now we're on a commercial break. Because Roman is king, he says.
Or
Pico
is the tribal chief?
Oh, if you're interested, I did 2 more wills and divided the list of Hall of Famers if you want to play the TikTok blind list later.
Cool. I'm always down for games.
He said cool, so there you go. Walter's like, table time.
What, am I not here?
You're not.
Well, he said it's cool.
Let's see. Ravi says, D, when will this bloodline story end? It's very trying to watch. I don't know, Ravi. As soon as we figure out pigeons and doves, I guess, which is never.
When doves cry.
Picola says this time Solo didn't miss the splash.
Nope, he landed it.
Sophie says, I thought they would do this for the main event. Picola says,
They should have.
Well, it's either you're on first or last, and he wanted to go first, so there you go. Sophie says, I thought they would do this for the main event. Oh, I read that already. Picola says, oh yeah, they had a different snake since K-Fab Andre crushed Damian.
He didn't really, but...
He murdered him? He murdered the poor snake?
Right. It's probably in the Florida or whatever they're called now. Everglades now.
Robbie's like, D, would you risk it for a chocolate biscuit? What are we risking?
It.
What is it? What is it?
If you don't know what it is...
For a chocolate cookie?
Yeah.
For a digestive?
That's what I have, I think.
A digestive?
Alzheimer's.
You have Alzheimer's?
Like early onset.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My mind, it's gone. Like, I don't remember things. It was Monday 3 days this week.
Then you've probably had Alzheimer's your whole entire life. Because I bet you anything that your whole entire life you've asked everybody, what day is it? What day is it? What day is it?
October.
You probably went to fucking school that day, knew what day it was, wrote the goddamn date down on every single paper, and still went home and said, what day is it? You probably were asking so many times because you're like, oh, is wrestling on tonight? What day is it?
It's early onset Alzheimer's.
What day? Yeah, from the time you were born?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You're a wacko. Harley says, and there is... a clown? An elephant.
A snake.
A purple people eater. Don't make me guess. I will come up with some weird shit. Sophie's like, do you think once this bloodline storyline is over that they will lose a lot of fans?
Yes. Yeah, it'll definitely drop the ratings.
No way. They would never do that. Piccolo's like, this was certainly a short holiday week. Okay, so not really, because I had to work Monday, and then I had Tuesday off, and then I had to work Wednesday. So no, it wasn't. I'm not going nowhere. Jimmy's going into rehab, guys. He's got the drink problem again. They're like, okay, we got to beat him up so we can go to rehab. Disappear for a few
He's going away for 6 weeks, guys.
We won't see him for a month.
Mark it on your calendar. What day is this?
Bet you a biscuit.
July 7th.
Bet you a biscuit. Robbie's like, if it was worth risking, I would risk it. I don't know what it is and why we're risking it for a chocolate biscuit. Quentin says, I knew it. It was set up all along, and I ain't mad at that. Yeah, setups. Robbie says the bloodline duffer risked it for a chocolate biscuit. And Sophie says, what are we going to do without you guys? What do you mean, what are you going to do without us? Like if we get Alzheimer's?
You mean on Christmas?
What do you do? Where are we going? Are we going to the loony bin, Sophie? Robbie, did you put us in the loony bin? Oh my God, could you imagine?
I've already got a ticket.
How do you know we're not already in the loony bin?
This window's not real. It's just painted on the side.
Harley's like SummerSlam main event, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, or a rematch for Money in the Bank.
Selena Vega's like...
She's so upset. She's
1
like,
foot tall.
She's like, I'm so upset. I don't even know these guys. I'm so upset about what happened.
Look how tiny she
Those
is.
poor guys.
Now, granted, all those dudes are big, but still. The
Are
guttural rage.
The guttural rage.
There's some thick girls in the back right there.
That guy that was with that girl that is in the flowered shirt or whatever.
The boobs, yeah.
He's like putting his arm around her the whole time while they were fighting there and stuff. It was pretty lame. It was like, dude, like, ew, like, get off.
Go
Like,
away. PDF, yuck.
She should be like, you bitch, you better sit your ass down and stop touching
A-Town
me.
down! We gonna see a new world champ or whatever this championship is tonight? United States champion tonight.
No.
It's Sheamus.
No.
You don't think Sheamus can be A-Town down?
He's not going to. Harley says SummerSlam main event Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso or a rematch for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jimmy's going to be gone, and that'll set up Jey upset for a while. So one-on-one would be my guess as of right now.
Yeah. Vindicator says unrelated, but Rampage made it to 100 episodes tonight.
Yeah, I heard that. They were advertising it. That's pretty cool.
Sophie says, I left the room for a minute, and when I came back, you guys were talking about having a day off or something.
I don't remember. Christmas, maybe?
We weren't talking about a day off. The only thing we were talking about was the fact that Piccola said that it was certainly a short holiday week. And I said, not for me. I had to work Monday, and then I had Tuesday off, and then I had to work Wednesday and the rest of the week. If that's what you heard, that's probably the conversation you missed.
Why does the referee look like she's crying?
It's my Jimmy. I'm so sad. Maybe.
All right, there's the bell. It's underway. Our first match of the night: Sheamus versus A-Town Down.
What the fuck is this really? Well, Austin.
Austin
probably said something to her to make her cry.
Austin Powers.
No.
It's Nigel Powers' son.
Picole's like, look, it's Boogs. John Sparkland says this is a lonely loony bin. This is a loony bin, John. Robbie is the master of it all. Pickle's like, boogie, boogie, boogs. Robbie says Sheamus, even if he stayed in the sun, he would still be pasty white.
Yeah, my daughter's the exact same.
Either that or he just turned into a red raspberry.
My daughter has been out on the lake for like a week straight. And she said, I keep getting sunburned, but I don't get any color. And she doesn't.
That's hilarious.
She's like, I hope it's a little darker.
Vindicator says, well, clearly Sheamus and Theory are not important. Not high on the pecking order since this title match is not even the main event. Why would it be when they have such other wonderful things happening? I don't know what those things are. But...
Barbie?
Oh, sure. I meant on WWE Smackdown, but sure. Sophie says, I wonder how many episodes Smackdown is on right now.
I'd love to tell you, but I don't think I can.
Okay.
Who it is? Whose house they're standing in front of?
Oh.
She's got another house in Malibu.
Barbie?
Yes.
Don't be weird.
I don't think I can.
Well, it's like, boo, Austin Theory. And Quentin says, do you think Solo and Roman went too far?
No.
They almost tried to end Jimmy's career.
They should have went just a little bit further, but that's fine.
Broke his leg. Walter's like, Sheamus for the win. And Sophie says, don't worry, there will be holidays that will feel longer. Walter says, yes, Solo and Roman went too far. Oh, no. And Robbie says, God, D, working on Mondays. How exciting for you. Oh, yeah, totally. Sophie's like, if this isn't the main event, I'm guessing AJ Styles versus Kross could be the main event.
Right. I mean, we'll probably get Grayson Waller next with the Edge.
That guy.
But they could do that at the end also. Because people love Edge. Like, he's got a lot of fans.
Nobody likes that guy.
Right here. It's fun.
I am not. Don't even pull your and Robbie's garbage crap about how excited you both are all the time about, like, Daniel Garcia and shit.
What the?
Exactly.
Daniel Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude's
Wheeler Yuta. You guys are all big fans.
Two greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
That's what I've heard. AEW
That's what you
keeps
tell
telling
me all the time.
AEW tells me all the time.
People's like, why don't you look it up, Sophie? And Walter says AEW Rampage later than Saturday AEW Collision. I'm going to watch all of it. Cool. Cool. Good for you, Walter. I'm not going to watch it. I refuse.
I watch it every Saturday, and she ends up watching it.
No, I don't.
Why she's flipping through her phone.
I do not watch it. Not even a little bit. Sophie says this is the 1,218 episode of SmackDown. You know what happens? I am busy doing something. Travis is watching the TV and his stupid shit. I literally have earbuds in my ear or something. And you know what this stupid bastard does? He's like, hey, look at this. You should watch this. Well, look at this. Let me rewind it for you. Then he rewinds it too far, so I end up having to watch more of this stupid crap than I was going to, and watch the like. No, I don't want to, and he's still no. You gotta watch it. So great.
Lies. Lies.
Not any lies. Thank God. You know what's best about this Saturday? I don't even have to hear you talk about it. Because UFC and people are going to be here. Thank the good Lord for UFC pay-per-views.
Laptop.
Yay!
Laptop.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Laptop.
No.
Laptop.
Nope.
Ooh, look at this one. Laptop.
Nope. Not even a little.
I'll just come in here and watch it by myself. From 6 to 8.
Right. Sure you will, hon. Sure you will. People's like, that's right, Walter. Let's do this.
Look what I
Walter's like,
just
come
found
on,
in my
Sheamus,
pants.
win. Yeah, those are terrible.
Want it?
I don't want a beard.
You're not turning trans tonight?
Nope. Those are awful beards.
Cat's
That's how I
probably-
worry about Argus when he's outside.
You should worry more about the cat. He plays in them.
Yeah, well,
Runs around.
he's
in
got short hair, though, so you can see him pretty easily. But Argus
All right,
doesn't.
Sheamus, win this championship. Baby.
Yeah, win it. He's not gonna, but it's gonna be funny because he
Look
won't.
at the power of Sheamus.
Walter says, come on, Sheamus, win! Robbie's like, why does WWE put so much faith in Roman? Walter's like, Daphne, wake up. And Robbie says, you never mentioned anything, crying and crying. Pico says, I remember that one stream where you and Ayla were ragging on Edge's stringy hobo hair. we were very mean. Was it a pay-per-view? Vindicator's message attractive, and it's like, Walter, and Walter's like, hey then. Robbie says, do you really love it? Really? Stuff is like AW Saturday show ratings, but further down this past weekend.
Oh, what are they?
What's the full,
I want to know what the ratings are.
Numbers, Sophie. You don't tell us the numbers anymore, and Travis is very upset by it.
I wanted to know the actual number for that one. I haven't seen it anywhere, but I haven't really been on Twitter.
John says, where is Ayla? Do you got to the beach and go to the beach and get her?
What's that noise? What was that? It sounded like somebody going.
Maybe.
That was weird.
Oh,
Oh, 'cause they're putting the
thing back together. You heard a drill.
I'm like, what is
That's
that
what it
noise? Hear it?
No, Travis. I can't hear any of it.
Smack. Oh, God. Did it hurt your hand?
No. Did it hurt you?
Go away.
Get away! Don't touch me!
There's a wall here.
There's a wall
It's
here.
invisible.
It's an invisible
Stop
wall.
touching.
Stop touching!
Gives me chill. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants it. Nobody wants the touchy.
Dick move.
What is it?
Dick move.
Dick move.
Move. Oh, white noise off the top. No.
Oh no! Austin got away from him like a
Hitting him.
slimy little bug.
Uh-oh. Picked him up. Got him in the backbreaker. Like a tornado slam. 1, 2, and Sheamus kicks out.
Oh my God! Austin's having a tantrum.
Austin Powers.
No.
Nigel's son.
No, it's that weird theory guy. Anyways, Piccolo said earlier, UFC is happening. It is. It's happening.
Yeah,
Robbie
there's
says,
pay-per-view
why
tomorrow.
dogging on Travis? Because he's a jerk face.
Should be one tomorrow. That's really good. There's like it should be a pretty good card. The next one, I just don't know if I can watch it. On the 29th?
You're going to have to. You have to do it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You have to.
Just go stay at a hotel.
Me?
Me. Just log in and be like,
That's so funny.
watch boxing by myself. That's what I'll do. I'll just go downstairs and watch it in my room. You guys can have a party. The shitty part is the boxing's on at the same time as either the main event or the right before the main event. Because it's
Yeah.
longer. And so you can't watch both of them.
Yeah, you just can't. Because you can't give all your attention to just one.
So I'm planning on doing it outside. And I was thinking of doing 2 TVs, and then I'll just maybe turn one around so that we can see it.
Why?
That
What?
way you have to pick one.
Oh my god, you're so weird. That's weird. That's a little weird. You're being weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sophie said SummerSlam and the AEW Saturday show will be going head-to-head on August 5th. Ravi says, thank the Lord I don't pay to watch UFC pay-per-views. We really don't care what you do, Ravi.
What show's going on?
That AEW Saturday show.
Yeah, it goes head-to-head against pretty much every sport on Saturday. College football, the whole college season.
Right. Walter says Ronda Rousey is going back to UFC, leaving WWE. Oh, yeah? She's going back to UFC, huh? Hope she gets her ass beat. Sophie says the Mario Bros. Movie is coming to Peacock on August 3rd. Piccola says, oh, I just noticed the local fairgrounds is hosting a Paracon. Some panels and guests all about ghost hunting and the paranormal.
That's
You know
sick.
what? I would just fall asleep.
She does. I used to be
Literally,
interested in that stuff, but
Be
then she
ghost
just
adventures.
snore.
And I would be like
Could you
completely
sleep at night
dead to the world. Oh, yeah.
after napping?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I never had any problems with it.
It's funny, you used to touch me, like in the old days. And so, like, you'd fall asleep on me. Remember? Like, it's so funny because you're nowhere near me now. It's just funny because you used to, like, be like, and I'd be like, I can't move. I want a drink and I can't move.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what you want. You want that again?
No, it's fine. Sleep in your chair.
I've fallen asleep on you multiple times before.
Yeah, before in the
No,
past. That's what I'm saying.
just even recently. Cuddled on the couch for a while there. I wanted to take a nap.
I don't remember.
See?
Seamus picks him up, drops him
Saw
down.
Alzheimer's. Selective memories.
It's on set.
Selective memories. Anyways, I'm behind in the chat, so people are like, you're not talking about my chats.
Yeah, because you're a jerk.
Anyways, Piccolo says, I can't believe that's a thing, but it might be cool. Yeah, Sophie's like, whenever Ayla is on here, it feels like a multiverse. Robbie says, oh, D. Loki rates Edge. And Piccolo's like, tables are overrated. Talking about Ayla. Ayla's in here. Hey, Ayla. How's it going, Ayla? How you doing? Sophie's like, this past week's episode of AEW Collision got 452,000 viewers. There you go. 452. Walter says, haha, no fighting. And Ayla's like, that's how we feel about you, Sophie. And Piccolo says that they can just talk wrestling on a couch or whatever. Walter says, hey, Ayla. And Ayla says, hey, Walter. And John says, she's back.
Oh, Pretty
Ayla's in the
Deadly
house.
showed up!
Pretty deadly.
Uh-oh.
Piccolo says Ayla makes her contractual appearance. It's guest starring Ayla. It's Ayla. Walter says shake hands, Travis and Daphne. Oh, hell no.
What's
Walter
the
ain't
tape
shaking
thing?
his hand. What tape thing?
He's got like a tape thing. I just
don't
wanted to
know.
know what that clear plastic was.
No.
Here it is, A-Town down. No! No! Big knee. That's not going to do it. You're not going to
Robbie
win a
says,
title like that.
Ayla, were you offended by Sophie? Sophie says, whatever happened to the guy that sometimes takes over for Dee whenever she decides to go out somewhere?
Nothing. He's still alive.
Maybe.
King Dwayne.
That one. John's like, get her, Ayla, catfight me out. Ayla's like, offended. Like your dad, Robbie, when you didn't grow up to be a real boy. Next doesn't affect wrestling or boxing. Yeah, Ayla says, hey,
Thrust
not
kick.
Lisa. I tried.
Rolls him up. 1, 2, and 3. Son of a beach somewhere.
God damn you, Austin.
12:30. 12:30. 12 minutes and 36. That's a long-ass match.
Piccolo says, I feel old every time some old celeb brings up their irrelevant movie role, which no one really cared about on commercials. Waving at John Travolta. Robbie's like, Ayla, yeah, you defo got butthurt by Sophie. And Ayla's like, anyone figure out how to grape the shark yet? I think Robbie did, and it interfered with his brainwaves. Piccolo's like, yeah, believe me, college football is priority. Robbie's like, UFC is free in the UK. Sophie says, what does grape the shark mean? And Ayla says, if you weren't here Wednesday, just ignore my question. John says, grape the shark, what's that code for in Jackson Hole? Yeah, that's what she meant by ignore the question, guys. Piccolo says, Ayla, come to Florida so we can check out some ghost hunters. Sophie says, it's okay, not that many people cover that AEW Saturday show anyway. Walter says, Sheamus beat Austin, I need him to lose. He Didn't lose, Walter. Austin won. John's like, sounds dirty. And Ayla's like, well, John, Travis asked, would you rather R-word a great white or Captain America? Pico's like laughing, graping the sharks. It was like, it is, John, grape with an R, no G.
Did you see how bruised he was after
Who was
that,
it?
Logan?
No.
He was all sorts of fucked up after that.
So I was like, I wasn't here that much Wednesday. How was AEW? People's like,
I don't
Sophie, you got a
remember.
good memory.
It
That
was
guy
fine.
seems cool. You know, we could make Travis's life very, very, very unhappy. And I could just not be here. And you guys could have King Dwayne all the time.
Why?
Because that guy's cool. He seems cool. That's what Pico says.
Just have a threesome in here.
Oh, fuck
Push
that
that
shit. I ain't
over.
being here. No.
You want to be in the middle?
Nope. I will go do something else. I will gladly not be here. I will gladly go somewhere else. So your chats never get read. Nobody has any clue of
I
what's
read
really
'em.
happening.
When he's here, I have to read him the whole time. Then I don't get to see what's happening in the wrestling. And he doesn't say anything.
So, you know, you could definitely have him. I mean, if he seems way more fun.
You jellyfish?
Oh, no. Me? Oh, hell no.
Sounds jellyish.
Nope. I will gladly give up my position. Gladly! Give up my position.
Look, you can't even see that muscle. Look it. It's supposed to look like that.
No, really? Is that why your leg's all stupid?
Look at that.
Travis hurt himself, and so, like, his leg's all, like, fat. It's, like, twice as big as his other leg. It's kind of funny, actually.
I fell and got elephantitis.
He didn't fall! You fell on that leg, you weirdo! That one
I did.
you nailed on!
Look at that's a bruise, I think. It's either that or an infection.
Okay.
But look at that line. See that line?
Yes.
That's where it hit.
Yes, I'm sure it's just a bruise, and it's
In a
probably going to be
straight
discolored
line?
for a minute. Yes.
Isn't that funny?
So, he fell like an old person and hurt one knee and stuff.
Not really.
He kneeled on the couch the other day, the soft, squishy couch,
Just kneeled on it.
and something went bit in his knee, and he's like, and I woke up the next day with my leg swollen. So his leg from like his knee down, it's like twice the size as his other leg. It looks really funny.
It's
He's
elephantitis.
like, hey, look at this. Does it look bad? And I'm like, it looks like you have two legs in one.
It's elephantitis.
And so I told
It's
him,
late onset elephantitis from a fall that triggered it.
I told him that he had elephantitis. Anyways, Walter says, theory one, boo. And Aile's like, John disappeared because of the grape. He tends to do that a lot. Every time you talk about graping, he's out. Robbie said, I still haven't grown up to be a real boy. My limbs are still moved by strings. Walter says, Grace and Waller show with Edge next. Aile's like, that'd be fun.
There's Hogan.
Sir. Come pick me up.
84,
Pickle says, this is
WrestleMania,
the
and
rehash
85.
trash we need. Rehash trash.
I'm okay with this
Rehash trash.
type.
Sophie says, I'd rather have D over Dwayne. Rob says, could Shawn Michaels still wrestle at his age?
I'm sure he could.
Can we put him out there and see what happens?
Put him out
And
there.
nobody, not one person goes easy on his ass.
No, just
Nobody.
Put him in there with Brock.
Just put him in there and have him thrown around like a little rag doll and see how well it works out for him.
Hey! It's the Grayson Waller effect. That means we're going to see Edge.
Oh no, that's what Walter said. The Grayson Waller show is next with Edge. Robbie said, I read that one. Sophie says Dwayne is kind of boring. What? No way.
They need to bring his girlfriend on.
Sure. OMG, I did not ask for a replacement. Jeez, never mind. I wouldn't watch it if D left, says Ravi. Oh, I have fans. It's gross. Ayla says, no, I want Queen Dalitha much better. Although me and Dalitha make a great team. Boo, Travis. Bad Travis. Let's make Cooking Gap. Sophie says, what happened to Brandon? He moved away.
He's living in northern Utah.
He moved away to Utah. He said no. And so now he is no more.
He works for FedEx.
Pickle says, I was being cordial. Please stay, Talitha. Whoa. John's like, so my choices are Shark or Captain America. What the flip? Can it be a non-aggressive shark? No, it's a great white shark.
No. It's a great white, like a 15-foot great white shark.
It's a great white shark. Who are you going to grape it? Who are you going to grape? He was like, did you grape an elephant? Travis? You got elephantitis.
No, it's from falling.
He didn't fall to get the elephantitis, though. Sophie says you should put up a poll to see who people like better, you, Dwayne Brandon, or Ayla. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Robbie's like, Dee, you said that before and you didn't leave. Sophie's like, that means Travis needs the old person button when he falls. The help I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up. Robbie says, but Dee, you're a part of the furniture. Ayla's like, old person, I didn't get ID'd today. Oh, did you finally hit that age group? I'm sorry. Bill's like, you need to get that checked, your leg. Bill's like, oh, Ayla, it happens. I was like, John, all you get is smooth jazz. Sophie says, great must sound weird in Idaho. It was like, sad day. It was my first time.
You know, the first time I realized I was old? I was just driving down the road, just minding my own business.
Were you?
And I was going down one of our main streets here in town, and I had to stop because the high school, there was kids walking across the street.
Right.
And I'm like, why are they letting these junior high kids in high school? Like,
well, technically, some of them might be junior high kids because they do have 9th through 12th.
right. I don't even know if they were doing that quite yet, but they might have been. Anyways, I was like, are those high school kids? I was like, I was just there like 10 years ago. It was nuts. That's how I realized that I was old. Now, when I look at like women, like attractive women that are like 18 or whatever, I'm like, oh, they're just little kids, you know? And I'm like,
Travis is a perv.
God damn it.
John says need to cut down on the grape getting injured in the living room.
You know you're old when you're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and her mom's hotter than she is. You're like, oh, it's not bad. I'm like, oh, God, what's wrong with me?
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet.
Well, I just said it.
I know. Pickle says, I wish my grays in my beard wouldn't tell my age. You know what's really funny about that, Pickle? Some people get grays before they're even like in their 20s. So.
Like Edge. Edge is about 27, I think. Look
Whatever.
at him.
He's like 107. Not 27. Sophie says, can you believe we never had Edge versus Brock on one-on-one before? No, I can't believe it. That's so weird. It looks like I haven't noticed any gray hair on me yet. I'm only 58, so soon, I'd assume. Robbie says in been a couple of patients with elephantitis. They had to wear tubby grip to support their legs. Tubby grip. What the fuck is that?
I need to get some tubby grip.
Tubby grip? What the hell is tubby grip?
Tape? I don't know. Sounds like a tape.
Sounds terrible. Pickle's like only happens when you're 59 and a half. I was like, oh, okay, so very soon then. So it says, Utah, what a downgrade from Idaho. Walter says, okay, bye guys, see you Monday for Raw. Bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry I didn't get to see a lot of wrestling with us.
How to work a crowd.
Hopefully you'll watch the rest of it. It was like, that's the truth, Sophie. Utah sucks. And Robbie's like, Dee, what's wrong with you having fans? Oh, God, it's terrible, actually. Harley's like, not that great white shark, and again, still choosing Captain America. Pickle says, do not try graping at home. Pro grapers like Travis wrangle sharks and superheroes. Yeah, slave graping to the professionals, Ayla says. So he says, do you realize when you are old by saying, I remember this place as a blockbuster? Yep. Because we have one of those.
I know where both of them were.
Vindicator's like, most epiphanies happen during lonely drives down the road.
Right.
Dan Sheehan is in the chat.
Hey,
Hey,
Dan.
Dan, good to see you tonight.
Good
How
to
you
see you up
doing?
in
Says
here.
Mike Sharp was Canada's greatest athlete. Mike.
Mike Sharp.
Oh,
Is that Edge?
that's nice. Is that his real name?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh. Jazz says, all I get is smooth jazz while a 50-foot great white grapes me. Oh, hell no, not. No, you're supposed to grape the great white shark, dude. You're the graper, not the grape.
Yeah, you're the aggressor. You have to choose Captain America or a great white shark. That's your only two choices.
Pickle says that we get random Charlie horses just getting out of bed wrong, right?
I had
Oh,
one in
shit,
my
people.
neck last May, and it crippled me for like a week.
No shit, Pickle. Robbie's like, Travis was bored old. Ayla's like, I went to high school with a kid that had salt and pepper hair. Pickle says, nice callback, Dan. Ayla's like, no, John, the shark doesn't grape you. You must grape. Robbie says, yeah, I went gray in my 20s. Ayla's like, hush, Robbie. Sophie says, my beard and hair grow weirdly and quickly. Ayla's like, I bet, Sophie.
Oh,
Dan says, I've been
Grayson
shaving my
Waller
head for
gonna get
30
a match?
years, so no gray on me. That's one way to make sure you don't have any gray hairs, Dan.
here it is.
Oh, look, he's going to have a match.
Against Grayson?
Oh, is he going to beat up Grayson Waller?
We know what our
Grayson's
main
like,
event's
okay,
going to
well,
be.
I guess that's happening.
Against you.
Robbie's like, it's tubby grip, LOL. You do it too. It's tubby grip. Tubby grip. John's like, below the belt. So
Oh,
Sophie's
shit,
like,
and then he
remember when
punched him in
Toys
the
R Us
chest.
was a big toy store?
Poor
He's like, "Oh, my
Grayson.
dad's
Grayson's
hairline."
just a talk show host.
Too, Sophie, me too. Is he? He doesn't do anything else? Just talks out of
Well,
his
he's got to
butt?
wrestle now.
Oh, bummer for him.
That'll probably be your main event. Because they have to both go in the back now and get dressed.
Or undressed, whichever way.
Well, they have to do both, but undress first and then dress. They're not going to do it naked.
So it was like, this show is close to be over. Pico's like, Edge better stretch a bit. Sophie's like, Edge versus Grayson Waller tonight. Dan says, I leave my kids dyeing my beard a few years ago. I looked ridiculous. Didn't leave the house for a week.
That's funny.
Ayla says, is it the multiverse yet, Sophie? And John's like, it's not grape if it's consensual. How are you going to talk the great white shark into it? That's the question.
Tap it on the nose. Roll it.
Good luck with the smooth jazz playing.
Right.
Vindicator says, I thought Waller was supposed to be fighting Cena. Well, who knows what he's doing. Sophie says they don't have that much time to prepare to wrestle. And FaZe Games is in the chat, says, who won between Sheamus and Theory? FaZe, who do you think won?
Theory.
Who do you think won? Seriously.
Pretty Deadly showed up and attacked Sheamus and distracted him.
You gave him all the factors as to who won now.
That's fine.
He's supposed to guess on his own. It was like, can you make the shark fall in love with you? Pickle's like, by singing Endless Love. I've been taking notes.
You could chum the water really good, so he's all fed.
Chum the water, make him all excited.
You know, when they eat whales, when they're eating them and they're dead,
Yeah.
they eat so much that they have to go in the shallows and then aim their body out so the waves feed them, or their oxygen. They can't move because they're so full. And if they stay in the deep part of the ocean, they'll suffocate. So they go to the shore and turn around and let the waves move for them.
I don't
So
know.
that would be the time to do it.
Yeah, definitely. So
I didn't want to give anybody
so
the
you
cheat
kill
code.
a well.
Yes.
So you kill a well, okay, everybody?
Tow it.
Kill a well. Tow it to where the great white sharks are.
But it has to be by a
Play
beach.
your music.
Endless Love.
So they get all like in the mood. And they eat the sharks, eat the well. And then they're like, I'm so full. And they go to the shallows and they can't do anything. They can't defend themselves. That's when the graping happens.
There's your cheat code.
And then you whisper sweet nothings into their gills.
And never go in the ocean again.
And never go in the ocean again. So they didn't mention what happened with Cena and Grayson from the pay-per-view this last weekend. They didn't, because there wasn't anything that happened. It was like tickling its fin, and Vindicator's like, "Oh, delete them, making people work up in this chat." Sophie's like, "When did this become a discovery gap?" It was like full body massage, just rub the shark while singing. Dan says, "Gotta get ready for work. You guys have a nice show, everyone.
Woo-hoo.
Enjoy your weekend." Thanks, Dan. You too. Thanks for dropping by and hanging out with us for a little bit. We'll be back here again on Monday for Raw if you want to join us again.
Come back.
Love it. Ayla says, 8 years ago, Sophie. And Pico's like, "I'm sure these Shark Week people know how to seduce them." And John's like, "Tickle fin with tubey grip. Share some blood." Robbie's like, "Is shark fin soup still a delicacy?" Yeah, in creepy places it is. I'm pretty sure over in some of the Asian countries it still is. Sophie says that Tour de France started this last week. And Ayla says, "I don't know, Robbie, you live in a third world country. You tell us." And Chris says, "Fucking garbage is ruining this AJ Styles feud with Kross." Who's the garbage? What garbage?
Talking about the smoke show?
Are you talking about Mia Yim? Because it is ruining. It's ruining the whole thing for me. It turned my stomach so badly. I might have acid reflux now.
You're full of shit.
I might be.
Because of me
Yeah.
constipated you.
Yep, she constipated me right up. Vindicator's like, "Me and with all that blue hair is trying to fill that Sasha Banks void." Aww. People's like, "You ghost the shark." Yes, after you grape them, then you ghost them. It was like, hurts its feelings and gaslight it to make it think it's his fault. Chris is like, yes. Yes, we're talking about Mia Yim all the way around. People's like, ESPN2 has some shark shows on, right? Meow. Right, meow! It's because they had to fire a whole bunch of people and lay them off. That's why ESPN's playing shark stuff.
How the hell is ESPN playing shark things? What sport has something to do with a shark?
Graping.
It's not a sport.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, it might have been. At one time.
John's like, "Shark grape on ESPN Ocho." Ayla's like, "Warming up, Fat Lisa?" Watching some sharks on the ESPN2. He's getting warmed up for his final battle.
I think what the women's soccer team does is pretty good. It's funny because they get beat, but they play against boys teams.
Uh-huh.
And they get smoked, the U.S. national team. But I feel like if you're playing people that are better than you all the time, even if you're losing, you're going to improve.
Right.
So when you play other women, you're going to be better than them because you play boys all the time. Now, granted, these boys are like junior high boys.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That they're getting
Yeah.
smoked by, but junior high boys can run forever. So,
Yes.
And high school boys.
Mm-hmm. Pico says, "I have to test the waters." Know what I mean? Vindicator's like, "Speaking of ESPN, or ESPN, that basketball game with that hyped up French rookie is coming on now."
Nice.
Does he go out there and is he like,
He's got this like black stick with a cigarette at the end of it, and then he's got his like mustache rolled up. He's
"Oh, croissant!"
he's a stud rookie. Let me dunk on you.
Does he talk about croissants a lot?
Let me shoot my 3-pointer from crepe range. 3-point line, make it look like crepe.
I'm sure he's good. I'm kidding. I have no idea.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the guy that was drafted by San Antonio, #1 overall.
The French rookie.
The 7'4" guy.
Is that who he is?
Yeah, he's so tall. He never has to like hire anybody to do anything. Like I just change my own light bulbs.
You know what? You'd have to hire somebody like Robbie to get all the things at the bottom shelf, though, because that's really hard on your back.
He'll just
and
marry
knees.
somebody like Zelina Vega. They do.
I know. It's disgusting.
She all opens the bottom cabinets like this.
Robbie has to do that, too.
Oh, shit, Mia Yim.
Oh my God.
With a kick. Oh, that's a smoke show. What are you doing?
She's going to injure her, and we're all going to be sad. Somebody beat her and throw her in a dumpster.
AJ. I'm surprised AJ hasn't won this yet. When did this match happen?
It happened like 5 seconds ago, but we weren't paying attention.
Was it in the break?
No.
Did they start it in the break?
Right after
Was there
break.
an entrance? Did they do the smoke show's entrance and all that?
I don't think they did the smoke show's entrance at all. I think that's why we missed it.
What kind of bullshit fucking shit match was that?
What kind of garbage head?
Cut him. If you're doing that, just cut him. It's over. I mean, I get it. AJ's badass. I totally agree. But, come on.
Yeah, stupid.
A phenomenal forearm in a fair, straight match that lasts 2 minutes? I didn't even time it because I didn't even hear it start.
It was like, I get a bed. Chris says, who is better, the women's soccer team or Charlotte? Pickle says, he has a beret on.
At soccer?
Like, Kross didn't even get his entrance. Okay, so see, he didn't even get his entrance. Chris even said.
Yeah, he's done.
Vindicator
and
says,
Vince is there. That he's done. I think I would not be surprised if he's cut.
Right. Vindicator says, I'll delete this on like Pepe Le Pew. And yes, that is who I'm talking about, Travis. That 7'4" French rookie guy.
Yeah.
Ayla says, calisthenics are hard. We need Robbie to reach those low spots. Pico is laughing and John says, that's a 7-foot grape artist and you can't teach that. Vindicator says, Kross is officially a joke. It was like, I have to go. See you guys Monday. Why are you leaving? You can't leave. Nope. Responsibilities of life can't happen. You have to stay for another 40 minutes.
Exactly 40 minutes.
You can't leave! Pico says, yep, the entrance was nixed. Was a decent little match. Mia Yim improving, Robbie says, as he laughs and cries about it at the same time. Pico's like, bye, Ayla. And Vindicator says, but this is what happens when you have unnecessary 40-minute promos. And Chris says, that wasn't even a jobber match. This fucking match should have been 30 minutes, well, in indies, but this is predictable WWE.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Feels like, I think it had to do with the long-ass Bloodline segment.
And that's cool. Then have it end weird, funky, and do it again. Don't beat him in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just have it end funky.
Have it end weird. You know? Funky. What do you mean by funky?
So, Scarlett hits him in the balls and the referee sees it.
Oh, okay.
Mia hits him in the balls and somebody sees it.
Yeah, they do that.
Scarlett hits the referee, gets disqualified. Like, whatever. A count out.
Right? Vindicator says Asuka and her silliness with Spawn is coming up, so 30-minute break time. And Pico's
You
like,
can't get a
it's
30-minute
Asuka! It's going to be like 2 minutes. Don't exaggerate, Vindicator.
We already have a main event
and
coming up
we're
tonight.
not even on anything. It's a commercial.
I literally said that was going to be the main event tonight. Earlier in the show, it's like, I'll probably Kross and AJ.
Yeah, because we thought it would be cool, but now it's not. But then we didn't know that Edge was going to try to have a match with what's-his-butt
Grayson.
was. So, we got to make sure that we give them the golden hour, I guess.
Grayson Wally World.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen part 2 of that yet.
Me neither.
So, probably should watch it.
We probably should. I actually don't mind those ones too badly.
Yeah, what's his name's in it too?
What's his name?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's in it as his daddy. Mm-hmm. Daddy, I'm gonna have a chocolate.
Are those from Valentine's Day? I don't remember those.
No.
Christmas?
No.
Older?
A lot newer.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they are.
I think you're full of shit.
Why would I be full of shit?
Because you're eating that stuff. And watching me eat matches. Just clog you up. 4 out of 5.
Hmm?
Should put the whole thing in your mouth. Oh. It's the best way to do it. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Why don't you share your chocolates with people at home? Hand them to him. Throw them at the camera. It'll melt on my stuff. Don't do that.
I would never do that. These are good chocolates.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Look like a $3 box that you would accidentally buy that's next to the cards.
Oh my god, it was like $30, but okay.
Is that from freaking Switzerland or something?
No.
What's it made out of? Is there gold plating in it?
Mm-mm.
Cherries. Cherries are expensive.
No, it's
Oh, Florence.
brand. They're locally made up in Rexburg.
Cool. Did you drive to Rexburg to get it?
Went to the mall.
In Rexburg?
Mm-mm.
Seattle's Phenom is batting like 245. Let's not call him a Phenom. Let's be honest.
The Mormon store in the mall.
A bookstore? Beehive?
I got to pick them myself
Each candy? Like that one, that one, that one.
if I wanted to, but I just wanted all chocolate covered cherries. See,
I like those ones too.
hand selected box.
Ha ha ha! Oscar! Here comes Esther.
It's Bianca Belair.
And Charlotte will have to attack her. She looks like she's kind of ready to wrestle.
Well, she knew she was gonna run, so. Oh no.
Get her,
Asuka's-
Charlotte!
Asuka's losing all of her bracelets.
Charlotte's got heels on and she's running.
My God, what the fuck?
That's just
This
scary.
looks so not right. This
Eh,
looks bad. I hate this. It looks like a creepy sci-fi, a porn sci-fi. It's so not good.
What is she wearing? Did you see she's got gloves on?
Oh my God, don't tell me.
No, it's part of her outfit.
Whose
How did she
outfit?
even get in it?
Oh no, it's the Money in the Bank person.
Nobody cares about her. Get her. Like, why are they even showing this? Obviously,
She's
all they're
gonna cash
hinting
in.
at is she's going to cash in at SummerSlam. They're just hinting at it, guys. Chill out. See? Just hinting at it.
Oh my God, just hinting at it. Like, oh my God.
So after the triple threat
Oh,
match...
shit. She's gonna break those heels if she ain't careful.
She don't care. See it? Her
Is
gloves
that
are
her
part of the
whole
outfit.
outfit?
Yeah, she, like, got in there.
I hate Charlotte's outfit.
She looks like she's going sharking. It looks like a shark suit. Graping shark, maybe?
Graping sharks.
She watched Wrestling Gab. I think she has no top on and her nipples are showing.
What?
I'm
What?
pretty sure I saw circles where her
What's happening?
middle of her tits are. Maybe they're little cotton balls.
Maybe she has nipple things on. What do you
That's
call
what
those?
I said. Yeah, pasties.
Pasties. That's the word.
She should do tassels. And get them spinning. A lot of talent.
Harley says, damn, missed the AJ Styles match. Yeah, you didn't really miss much, Harley.
It was quick. Like, you missed it because it was like 1 minute.
Pico says, okay, let me pull out the wheel of names. Do you want part 1 from 93 to 2009 or part 2 from 2010 to 23 Hall of Famers?
Wait, what? I think I just got more confused.
Do you want the wheel 1 that has 93 to 2009 or wheel 2 that has 2010 to 2023 Hall of Famers?
Let's go with Wheel 2. I think I'll know them a little bit better.
John
Because
says
it's probably WWE. Because the first one would be
others.
WWE, but I didn't watch it.
John's like Iron Sheik Cola. Pico's like, oh, I think that was 2005. And Chris says Paris Hilton on all these commercials. Guess she needs that bag again. I mean, hotel commercials, now Taco Bell commercials.
Yeah.
It says Astros, we gonna beat J-Rod and Mariners. Fuck off. Piccola says, okay, to recap, I have a random wheel that will spit out 5 Hall of Famers. Travis will blindly rank them 1 to 5 like TikTok vids. This wasn't the main event either. What's the main event then?
It's the main event.
It is 7:25.
Yeah.
If this is the main event, right. No way.
They might do a little more bloodline stuff at the very, very end, but...
Chris says, "LOL, is that her catchphrase now? Ha 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 ha, Asuka." People's like, "Charlotte be sparkly." Chris is like, "Sexy onesie Char." And people's like, "Ew, I don't know. I'm not staring, I swear." John's like, "That's a grape shark suit." Chris says, "Andrade better rip that thing off for later." Okay, Piccola's first one that he pulled was Trish Stratus.
4.
No, he fell down. They fell down. Everybody fell down. It's not fun until they're falling down in the snow when you got your snowshoes on. Phil says, "It's the shark suit we knew we needed. That we needed."
Right?
It's the shark suit that we didn't know we needed. Or that all of us knew we needed it. There we go. Got it.
Commercial, by the way.
It's a commercial break for 5 minutes. But Edge did come down, so there you go. Now we're just waiting for that other weirdo to come down. Then you got 2 weirdos.
You got exactly 30 minutes before the show ends.
All the weirdos.
Because they always end at 2 or 3 minutes early.
Pico's like, "Yeah, I phrased that. I got what you meant. It was just trying to like freaking put it out there in words. It was hard. Words are hard." Anyways, Pico says, "Next, Rikishi."
Rikishi was around after 2010.
In the Hall of Fame.
So it's people that were inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Famers. Oh.
How the fuck is Rikishi in the Hall of Fame? 5. It screwed me, I bet. I didn't think he would be on there.
John says, "Come on, Cole, get that shit straight." Yeah. Ayla's back. Yay! She's back, if it matters. It totally matters. Matters to me. Myself, it was me! Me, I'm the problem! It's me! I let myself down.
You let everybody down.
I know I do. On a daily basis, and I'm okay with it. Pico says, yes, the years they were inducted.
Should have went with the first one. I would have known those guys because they were from the 80s.
Pico says, she back. Okay, the next one.
So all these guys getting inducted, I don't know. Anyways, keep going.
Ivory.
I think I remember her. I'll go 3.
John says, Ayla, you sneaky devil. Ayla's like, George's little brother and his freaky girlfriend came over unannounced. Ew, unannounced? Like, what the hell? Don't they know that when you have a home that you're supposed to come over unannounced? Unannounced is weird.
Back in the old days, like, you wanted people to knock on your door.
Now it's like, ew, get out.
Now it's like...
Get away from my house! Get out of my house!
It could be that guy with the big check, and you're like, why are you knocking? Why didn't you call for her?
I want to watch the movie Airheads.
With his
yeah, those guys.
the golfer,
You get it?
Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm. But really, it's all about Brendan Fraser. But yeah.
I've been in a Brendan Fraser kick too.
You know why I want to watch it? Because that stupid show you made me watch last night. The Chains.
Don't get it. She in that?
No, it's because it's from like the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
So, I was like, ooh, 90s movies.
I like 90s movies. Early ones. We could watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer too. It's a good one. It ends so fast. I'm like, that's the whole movie?
Yeah,
Because I'm so used to the series.
Oh,
And so I'm like, what's the next one? What are they going to do next?
Nothing. Nothing.
Like, that's it.
That's all. It's done.
That's all, folks.
Happily ever afters and everything. It was like Love Airheads, great movie, right? Feels like Alundra Blaze.
Why is it all women? What was her other name in WCW? She's pretty blonde.
Ayla says, the cheese is old and moldy. Where is the bathroom? Yeah. Bill's like, yeah, people should stay home. What's with all the random year recaps? I don't know. It's rehash trash.
We know they're in Madison Square Garden tonight.
Oh, that's
And it's
why.
all their great events from Madison Square Garden.
Piccolo said he thinks her name was Medusa.
That's it. Medusa.
Ayla says, I don't know where they go, just not my house.
She was kind of the original smoke show.
Especially when I just got off work an hour and a half ago.
For that time.
Right? Like, ew, nobody wants to deal with more people.
She got outdone really quick once
The Diva Erie came around.
Miss Hancock and Tori Wilson showed up on WCW.
Yeah, those people.
And Woman. Do you guys remember Woman? They all know who Woman is. If you don't know who Woman is, she was murdered by her husband, Chris Benoit. But she was very pretty, too.
She was married to that weirdo?
Yeah, she was murdered, her and her son. But she was a wrestler. Well, sort of. She was like a ballet wrestler. There it is. Match is underway.
Right, Ayla. You never want people over, like, right when you get off work, because you just had to deal with a whole bunch of people. Why would you want to deal with more of them? Ugh. People says, okay, the last one, Teddy Long.
He was number one, obviously. It's weird.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were going to, like, I didn't know it was that, like, type of list, or I would have went the other route. So we can do the first reel. Because at least those would be people I watched. Although I did watch Teddy Long as a referee. I liked him. Medusa was in WCW. Ivory, I didn't know much about. I know she's in the book. She was kind of dressed as a dude. I think she worked with IRS. I think, but I don't know. But she did dress like a dude. And then Trish, we all know who she is. And then Rikishi is the Usos down.
Pickle says, let's try the first wheel. I think that's a great idea.
Wheel of cheese.
Ayla says, today at work sucked too. Right? Sucked. Totally sucked balls. Stupid work.
Did you get locked in the bathroom again?
Was it as bad as the day you got locked in the bathroom, though? Because we have to use that as a scale of how bad your days are.
Would I rather be doing this or locked in the bathroom?
You know, at least being locked in the bathroom, you could go to the bathroom if you needed to.
Right.
Harley says, women also known as Nancy Benoit, who was murdered by her husband.
Yeah.
Piccolo is like, at least you weren't locked in. It was like big balls. No, I didn't get locked in anywhere, although that'd be better. Okay. So being locked in the bathroom actually is a step up from what today was. Got it. My gosh.
Well, backdrop.
I need this to be over.
Well, it's getting there. You got to give it some time.
I know, but it just the whole show needs to be over.
They're going to try to put Grayson Waller on top.
Why would they do something weird like that? Like, why would they do that? I mean, to even Edge, that's just
Right.
weird to me.
Well, it's because they don't want to bury their guy. Although, if Vince changed it before they went out there. But I think they want to at least show off his ability. And he is a Vince guy, Waller, right? He's one of those guys that he brought in. You know what I'm saying? The athletes.
Right?
Although Vince isn't a huge fan of people that speak different languages. And yes, Australian's a different language in Vince's mind.
He's swimming with
He's
his
like, you just
lamb.
can't take it serious when they talk like that.
That's terrible.
Sink or swim.
Ayla says the heater isn't on me in there, so it'd be tolerable. Are you saying that all freaking winter you froze to death? And now in the wintertime when it should be, or in the summer when it should be cool in there because you guys have meat, that the heat is on?
No, it's probably cold for her in there.
She said, it'd be better if she was locked in the bathroom because the heater isn't on me in there, so it'd be tolerable.
You ready to watch some Tom Cruise?
No. Piccolo says, remember, I just put everyone in. Put everybody in. So it was all the people. So the first one he got was Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh, I love me some Mean Gene. I'll do 3.
Illa's like, oh my, and not sure what that means. Isn't on in the bathroom. No, I understood what you said. No, the heater isn't on. Oh, okay. So the heater isn't on where you're at. But it'd be better in the bathroom? What? Because it's warm out in the outside? I don't get it.
You wouldn't. Totally wouldn't get out.
What?
You wouldn't get out.
No. Piccolo says, do you wear coats? It was like, my bad. I got locked in the bathroom when it was cold. Yes, I know you got locked in the bathroom when it was cold. We had the heater on in this bathroom. Doesn't have windows or a fan. So I felt like I was suffocating. Oh. Okay. But that would have been better than what you dealt with today. That's strange. Harley says, good night, y'all. See y'all for Monday Night Raw. Bye, Harley.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. Take care out there. Be safe. Do fun things. Be good to yourself.
Be safe.
People say, good night, Harley. Or good night. It would be terrifying having somebody in that weird of a dress come running at you like that to give you a hug.
As long as it's not a clown.
It looked like one. It was like just a vent for the heat on the floor. So it's just still cold in there, though. I'm saying I'd rather be locked in the bathroom today. Got it. Piccolo says, next, Tito Santana.
Ooh, the flying
Dutchman.
burrito.
Oh.
Bobby Heenan was mean to him.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Let's go 4 on that one.
It looks like I'm tired and a little delusional. Was it really busy today or something? Was it pretty busy today?
Tito Santana.
Tito. Was that his real name?
I don't know what his name is.
Oh.
His daughter wrestles now. But back then, it was a little bit more like people didn't really care about what we would consider racism nowadays. Like, it just wasn't a big deal. Like,
Right.
people didn't even get upset about it. 1, 2, so close. Grayson Waller almost had him right there.
Vindicator says, it's amazing to me a 2-hour wrestling show only had 2 actual matches. I just can't understand how people can stomach this brand of sports entertainment. It's like the daytime shows. Soap operas.
This is the 3rd match of the night, so you're like way off. So
Travis didn't even write down the second one.
yeah,
What was the second one?
AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross.
He didn't write it down because it lasted 2 seconds?
I didn't see it.
Well, what do you mean you didn't? You have to still put it down. You still have to put AJ Styles.
I'm Australian. I was born in the water, lad. See? It's goofy. Edge and Grayson.
How do you spell his last name? Oh,
Waller?
W-A.
How else would you spell wall?
Like W-H-A, could be.
It's true.
Did you time this one?
It is, yeah. It's still going, so you can't
Well,
write
I
it.
know, I get it. There you go. There's your crap.
But we got 3 matches in.
Woo! 3 of them!
And 40 minutes of the bloodline.
Woo! It was like, in my work, yes, I wear layers. It's 80 plus outside, freezing in my work because of mate. Has to be cold. Vindicator says, thankfully, a mediocre Rampage card will make up for this fiasco. Ah, really? Totally not watching that.
You going anywhere after you get off this?
No, why?
Sometimes you do.
What do you want? Why do you want me to go places?
I don't want you to go anywhere. You don't have to.
I'm not going anywhere because I don't have to.
Cool.
I had a really big lunch/dinner. I'm kind of full.
Oh, that's
If
right.
I eat anything, it'll be ice cream.
Didn't you tell me that was mean or something?
No, I said that you were being so positive. You're like, eat ice cream, you fat bitch.
Well, I'm like, hey, eat Arby's. And you're like, not with everything that's going on today. I'm like, well, if you're going to be emotional, then eat ice cream.
No, I meant like because, well, that and it didn't sound good, like, at all. Like, it was like, eh.
Big Arby's cheese sandwich.
It still sounds
I haven't had one
gross.
of those in years.
It still sounds
like 10.
nasty.
Because I stopped eating cheese before I stopped eating.
Yeah, you did. All your
Gluten.
dairy. Vindicator says, thankfully, oh, I read that. Piccolo says, oh, okay. Next, Mae Young.
5. I'm not a fan.
Ayla says, super fucking busy. Bunch of rude a-holes. Why were they rude? Did they want their meat a certain way? Is that why? Harley's like, will do. You guys as well. Thanks, Harley.
Bye-bye.
Piccolo's like, aha, here's one. Andre the Giant.
God, that's tough.
Ooh, 2 or 1, 2 or 1, 2 or 1.
Right. Well, I want to put him at 1, but what if Hulk Hogan's numbered 9?
Oh my God.
That's the only one that would be in front of Andre. I'll put Andre 1.
Gonna take a gamble. Gamble. It looks like rude, Travis. Yeah. It was really rude. Calling me a fat bitch.
I didn't say no
He
such
said
thing.
it in such a sarcastic tone. He's like in his text, I eat ice cream.
That's it. If you read my text with any tone at all, it's your tone. Because I just text words to say things. I don't think about what I'm saying. She's like, what should I eat for lunch? And I said, Arby's. And she's like, well, not with
hey,
everything.
I'm getting off a little early. What should I grab before I come home before the show?
And I said, Arby's, just nice and easy.
And I was like, eh. I was like, it really didn't sound good at all.
No, it doesn't sound good, and not with everything that's going on. And so I said, ice cream. That's it. One word, ice cream.
Eat ice cream. You said eat ice cream.
Eat ice
You're
cream.
like, eat ice cream!
And there it is. I didn't scream it. It wasn't capitalized. There was no explanation. There was nothing. It was just eat ice cream. And she's like...
It said so positive.
So I don't think I text back. That was it. That was it. Like, well, here we go.
We're still doing this match, guys. This is
Yeah,
the main event of
Edge.
the night, I guess.
Edge might pull this out. Now, you got to remember, Edge was in the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Yeah, so he
And
should
it
be
wasn't
really good at this.
that long ago. It was just a couple years back. And he is a veteran. I mean, Waller really has nothing on him except for youth and maybe strength.
Right.
Do you think he's got speed on him? He kind of looks goofy, so I'm going to say no.
No.
Waller doesn't even have speed.
No speed. Even with his shiny pants. That look stupid
got
because
fancy
they're
pants
stupid.
on.
I hate his pants. Like, I hate his whole wrestling thing. It looks stupid. People's like, I had me an ice cream cone. It was yummy. Good. Vindicator's like, only good thing I can say about Letdown tonight is I like Edge's wrestling gear.
Yeah, the camo or whatever that is.
It's green with gold. It's Slytherin colors. You should be ecstatic.
Since I'm in the house of Slytherin.
Ayla says, just some of them. They want a pound of salmon.
I want
Me,
to pay
it's 1.10 pound. Them, ah! I'm going to scream in your face. I said 1 pound, bitch! Sliver off that extra skin you put in there. What the hell? Is he having a heart attack?
Maybe.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
He looks like a hillbilly.
What the fuck?
How he
That was-
stands. Like,
Maybe?
And he doesn't really have abs, but he kind of does. He kind of just looks like a hillbilly, like a trailer park hillbilly.
Well, I don't know what he was yelling, and then all of a sudden he stopped like something was wrong with
He
him.
said, I won this. And then he had pain in his stomach.
Maybe he forgot he needed to fart before he went out there.
Right, I was going to say it's probably gal.
It was like, Travis yells at me in text all the time. He's the problem. People's like, the tone. Ayla's like, calm down, Travis. People was laughing. All right, here's the last name for your list.
DDD.
George the Animal Steele.
Oh, I like George Steele. He had the green tongue.
Oh. It was like, Travis, your anger issues needs help. Yeah. Yell at me to eat ice cream. That should be your fucking dinner. Eat ice cream.
Andre, number 1. George the Animal, number 2. Mean Gene Okerlund, number 3. Tito Santana, number 4. And Mae Young, number 5. I'm okay with the last... I'm okay with that list. I would move Mean Gene up to 2. And George down to 3. But I would... That's it. That's pretty solid for me.
Yeah. Says, get a stress ball or something. Don't choke on that ice cream, right? Don't choke on the ice cream. Don't pull a Grayson Waller. Whatever his problem was. Oh.
Right there. He ran into a spear. It's over. Why is Edge taking so long?
Why does his face look stupid?
14:21 on that one. So nowhere near all the way to the end. So we still got 10 minutes to 11, 12 minutes.
14:21.
So
This is
Jay
when-
comes back.
This is when the real trial begins.
Jay comes back and he's pissed. And he's like looking for things to throw in the back. And then he confronts Ro. And then Ro gets all like, and then they go, and then there's like that.
Yeah.
Back and forth. And
Totally.
then they sets up their match for SummerSlam.
Yep.
After Edge talks for a few minutes.
Yep.
Is he going to put him over and be like, you did so good tonight,
You're so
Sam.
amazing. I like you so much.
You did so well.
So well.
For a Waller.
For a Waller. You swam.
There, see?
Piggle says, what's the ice cream of choice, Dee? Well, lately it's been chocolate peanut butter ice cream. Lately. Piggle's like, give me a good mint chocolate chip. I do like me a good mint chocolate chip. But it has to be the green ice cream. Can't be the white. Yuck.
Never
Has
seen
to
it.
be the green.
I know you say that all the time. I've never seen white mint ice cream.
Oh, it's terrible.
Well,
it doesn't taste the
sound
same
right.
at all. It's weird.
See? Bloodline. What'd I say? I didn't
Bloodline.
watch this. This is live.
Uh-huh, sure, Blireface.
In
You
the
probably
corner?
got all the stuff.
This is why it's hard for me when I do read the results and I can't say anything.
Oh, boy, that's real bad for
Because
you.
I like to guess everything.
You know, the
Jay's
mint-
back and he's looking for you. Imagine
Ooh.
that. It's almost like I said that.
No way. So the mint chocolate chip ice cream I like is Dryers because it's green and it has
Is that
big
creeping you out
chips
a little
in it.
bit? You get
What?
all in your face?
You should probably put those ear things up so that they don't get eaten. Headphones on the floor.
Oh. They must have fallen off the back.
Not surprising. They're
What the hell are you looking at? Ooh, a nightmare message for the Beast this Monday.
Nightmares.
That's worth 3 hours of watching Raw.
Oh my
just
god,
to
3
watch that
hours just to
message.
watch 2 minutes of something. Ayla says, sometimes I stay up at night, wonder why Travis hates me so much. You give me anxiety. Ayla's like, sounds good, Fat Lisa. Ayla says, I've seen white mint chip. I like green too. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Because you expect it to be like the chocolate chip or whatever. So it's supposed to be like vanilla ice cream, but it's not. It's mint. And you're like, what the fuck? Vindicator's like, so that red flag with the black strip appears a lot at WWE events. Is there a meaning to it? There's a red flag with a black strip.
Isn't it a country?
I don't know.
But no, I have no idea. I don't know meanings behind flags.
Right?
But the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
Yeah. People's like, oh, they have regular and slow turned. Yeah, Dryers. Yeah, they do. I'm not a big fan of the slow turn. I'm okay with reg. Ayla's like, I think it's the cheaper brands that has white. I don't know, though. I rarely get ice cream. Actually, Ayla, the cheaper brands usually have green. The chips aren't as good, though. They're like little slivers or shaved. It's weird. But the Dryers one has, like, big, chunkier chips. Good shit. Yeah, better not be.
That was part 2 we watched the other day. What they're talking about right now.
Uh-huh.
With the painting and the lesbians.
Yeah.
Lesbians live here.
Yeah. He's throwing a party, and he took his groceries, too. No, seriously, he took his groceries, too, when he walked in.
Shit breaks in there with his mom. His mom's like a grandma now.
That's kind of creepy.
It is. Shipwreck.
Is that like the last installment of it?
The one we watched? No, there's
No.
2 more.
Oh.
They have the wedding next for part 3, and then the reunion, which actually came out like 10 years ago.
Vindicator says, but anyway, no more bloodline stuff for me tonight. I'm all bloodlined out for the next 2 months. So you guys take care. See you for next week. And yeah, make your own ice cream, Ayla. LOL.
Hey, I have a thing upstairs that does it.
Bye, Ben. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Pickle says the Walmarts all sell Bluebell down here. Yeah, Bluebell ice cream around here. You know, I've had a couple Bluebells. I'm not sure if I'm a fan or not. I haven't decided that.
It's so funny. So I haven't ever been an ice cream person ever, but when I was a kid, my grandpa would buy it in like cardboard containers that you'd open. That had 4 flaps, and then you'd just spoon it out.
That's how ours was too back in the old days.
Right, and so that's what I know. And it would be cherry, vanilla, and chocolate in one, and then another one.
That was probably Neapolitan, but it was probably
Neapolitan.
strawberry.
Yeah. Then my grandma liked this thing called sherbet, and it was always orange and white.
Uh-huh.
And then my grandpa would also get like one with, it was like a vanilla one with cherry in it, and it had chunks of cherries in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one that was the green and the.
It was probably the
chocolate
cherry chip. Was probably the one he got.
And then the one that you get, the green.
Was the ice cream in the cherry chip white?
Yeah, and sometimes there was pink in it. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes maybe it's a different ice. So white with cherries, and then sometimes it was pink with cherries. So it's different brand.
Yeah.
Flavor.
Yep.
Are they
cherry
back
chip
out there again?
Cherry chip ice cream. But yeah, it could be white or pink.
He got out there pretty damn fast for somebody that walks 1 mile per hour.
I know, right? Ayla says, we'll see. In fact, didn't know. Okay, then, good night. Pickle says, a couple of my fave flavors in the creamy homemade peach and the banana split.
Yeah, I have one of those things upstairs.
Might have to try it, the homemade peach.
How are you going to turn it? Oh, that one has an electric motor on it.
Yeah, no, we're talking about Bluebell ice cream has a homemade peach. Creamy homemade peach. Chris says, Astros, we want our three-peat, like women's soccer team. Ew. And Ayla, I remember those, Travis, the 3 flavors. We used to get those cups at school.
I remember those too.
Little Neapolitan cups with a wooden spoon.
So where's Jay?
With the wooden spoon? The wooden spoon?
Yeah, it was like a paddle.
There he is. He's up top in the other side of the building.
He's coming through the crowd.
He's got his crowdness going on. Pickle's like, oh, I just searched and they have a new flavor. Pickle's like, yep, the wooden spoon is so old school, right? But it was flat. It was a flat paddle.
Right.
They're short like that. I think they still come with those little tiny cups that you can still get. They have like vanilla and fudge, and then sometimes they have like the orange sickle ones.
It's in the top under the paper. Or at least it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Because Monster Cookie Dough is a creamy vanilla ice cream with hints of brown sugar, loaded with peanut butter Monster Cookie Dough pieces, candy-coated chocolate pieces, and dark chocolate chunks. Monster Cookie Dough sounds very, lots of stuff. Busy. That's some busy ice cream.
Jay, when he tans, he wears shorts. He wears bottoms.
When he tans?
Yeah.
Why? What?
You can see his tan line.
Oh.
His butt.
Oh, in his butt?
Yeah.
When he bent over a minute ago?
Yep.
I didn't notice.
You see it there a little bit. Oh, Robin got nailed with a chair.
Oh, right in the back.
Jay's going to chop him down. Should just hit him again and then waited for Solo instead of sitting there with the chair cocked.
Right?
Whack. Whack.
Roman Reigns
Another whack.
left.
Yeah, well, Roman's going to leave. Of course he is.
Why would he do that?
Why would he get involved in this? It's not his problem.
Isn't it?
He's the
That's
tribal
his
chief.
enforcer.
Yeah, but he's a tribal chief.
Mm.
Roman got hit once, and he's like, ugh.
I'm so broken! I've got leukemia! It hurt my muscles. Ew, he's got your belt.
Send the tribal chief down, or the one guy down there to get it.
Paul?
Paulie. On a dangerous
Show Paul down there to the ring of love and lies.
It's like
It's
that.
like that.
It's like that. It's full took Jimmy from me. Little Jimmy?
Is he talking about himself in the third person?
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy. Ooh, you're just so badass. They're like, we need you to not be in a tag team anymore. We're going to get rid of your brother. We need you to go out on your own.
He's not worth anything without his brother.
He's... Get that air in you, buddy.
One more time.
When did you
He
whip
beat-
his
he
butthole?
beat you every time, and you're just rehashing old shit.
Why the hell would... Ew, he wants to wipe his ass about the shit? That's disgusting.
You should. You can get all sorts of pink eye and all sorts.
All right, everybody, that's the end of the show. They ended it and started it with the bloodline of boring. Ugh, this is a
Well, at
stupid
least
story
they got
that needs to
45
go
minutes
away.
of airtime.
Ugh,
You know what
Lord.
I mean? Like, a
Ugh.
lot of times they don't get that much time.
Ugh,
just a travesty
slit
of
my
justice.
wrists. Ugh. Anyways, that's the end of the show. We're leaving.
With your...
You guys have a good weekend out there. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab, and we will see you on Monday for
Monday.
Raw. Bye-bye.
Bye.